92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The dating world is a lot like playing a video game. Unless you have a cheat code, you're probably going to lose.
Wow, it's depressing.
You're going to spend hours and hours and hours in front of a game machine, pumping quarters into it and just watching it take and take and take.
Preach, brother.
And take everything that you have until you lose and walk away. And before you know it, you spent 4 years of your life trying to win this video game. It doesn't care one bit about you. And then you go back the next day and somebody else is there pressing its buttons.
Wow, that just got really...
Enough about me. We're talking
Depressing.
about Ronald, who's on the phone right now to do a second date update. And apparently he actually went on a date to a video game arcade, and that's why I bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ronald, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Wow,
Good.
Ronald, I thought you were just a really, really sad man about the state of dating right now.
Yeah, that's kind of his issue. That's completely different than what I experienced.
Oh, okay, good. There is hope out there for some people.
That's a Jubal flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your email said that you went out with a girl to a video game arcade. Before we get into that, how did you meet her?
I actually met her on a new dating application I was trying out. Friend told me about it.
A dating application.
Fancy.
Well, you guys would probably know it as an app. App is short for applications.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you met her on this dating application. Did you guys talk a bunch before you went out, or did you just kind of meet and then go out?
We seemed to hit it off pretty good through the text. So, yeah, we went ahead and decided to meet up at an old school arcade venue. So we went in there and played some old school games like, Asteroids, and
Cool.
they had all the ones. It was really fun. It was a really cool place.
Did you allow her to win, or did you destroy her?
Well, actually, I'm a little bit competitive, but, I didn't want to, freak her out or anything. So, yeah, I kind of let her win a little bit, but I don't know, it just started, eating away at me just slowly as the points were rising. I was like, oh, my God, this is terrible. I was like, I just felt like such a loser.
You feel
What?
like a
Okay, wait,
loser.
slow
You're
down.
a date.
One, why would you feel like a loser for not winning a video game?
I don't know, because I was looking around and everybody was, playing, and it was like the heavy competition thing started creeping in. There was a lot of couples there, and, most of the time the guy was winning. I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm like the only loser here that's losing to a female here.
So you actually...
Wow.
You were taking it seriously that you were losing. By the way, I guarantee none of those people were watching you if you felt like they were watching you.
You weren't there, man. They were absolutely watching me. They kept glancing over and kind of gesturing to each other. I saw one lady kind of nudge her boyfriend, like, oh, my God, look at this.
What?
It's embarrassing.
You sound like an intense man.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little intense. I guess she thought so, too.
She thought so? Did she comment on it?
Yeah, she made a little comment. We were playing Pac-Man, and I'd almost tied us up, and I guess the controller kind of got stuck or something, and I couldn't swerve around a corner, and I got eaten. And in a momentary loss of judgment, I kicked the machine pretty hard.
Oh, dude.
So you're freaking out on the machine. That's awesome.
I'll kill you.
Not only that, but it sounds like every time you're losing, you have something else to blame besides, I don't know, your own lack of skills.
No, the controller stuck. It wasn't my fault at all. It was one of those old school arcade games. Those kids have been beating up on the machine all day.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
get
people.
sticky.
So the thing is, people kick those things and then they get ruined.
Whatever, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, it happened. She didn't seem absolutely freaked out by it.
Absolutely freaked out.
Just a
But
little.
but the manager of the store actually was a little upset. He actually walked over and kind of scolded me like a little kid, which is a little embarrassing.
Oh, really?
Not cool.
So wait, you went out to an arcade where you proceeded to get beat and then took it out on a machine, and you're wondering why this woman isn't calling you back?
Well, yeah, but I mean, hold on. It gets better. Trust me, it's going to get better. So
Okay. Better.
Better in a good way, or better like you ruin this date even more?
no, it was a good turnaround.
Okay.
Okay, what happened?
So, we're sitting there playing, and she kind of laughed about the manager. Seemed to, kind of turn her on a little bit,
Oh,
Oh, 'cause-
bad boy, huh?
Yeah.
Give her the bad boy thing, and I just played it off like whatever.
Yeah.
And, so next thing I know, we're actually behind one of the pinball machines making out.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
What?
Wow.
She made out with you behind a pinball machine?
Yeah, I guess it got her a little hot, just kind of being the defiant, rebellious type.
That'll happen, man. You know what I mean? When you say screw the system, I'm going to kick this game if I want to. Who made the move to make out? You or her?
Well, I made the first move, duh. I mean, I'm a pretty badass guy.
Oh,
Sounds like
I
wow.
don't go out too often, so, when I do, I go for the kill.
it. Okay.
We lock lips, the next thing you know, I mean, we're just like all up and down each other's throats. So.
Wow.
I really misjudged this whole story.
Nice make out in the arcade.
Gotta let you know.
How did the date end after your romance in the arcade?
It ended pretty good, actually, on a good note, because the manager actually saw us again. He walked by to change out the quarters or whatever in a machine, and he saw us making out. And then he came up and told us that we had to get out of there. And I was like, f this place anyway. So I grabbed her hand and walked out the front door.
So,
Wait,
he kicked you out because he saw you making out?
Right.
But you were making out in an arcade in midday.
I know, pretty badass, huh?
I think so, Ronald. Well, why do you think she's not calling you back then if you guys had such a hot, steamy romance in the arcade?
Well, we got back to my place, and, the whole time we were pretty much, a lot of physical contact, it felt like...
Wow, it's still going. I thought you were done after the arcade.
No, I wasn't about to let the date end, I took it back to my place.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Right. I misjudged you completely at the beginning of this call.
I don't know what's happening.
You got swag.
So what happened back at your place then?
We pretty much picked up where we left off at the arcade, on a horizontal level.
You guys hooked up?
We didn't go all the way, but, we messed around quite a bit, and then at one point she just totally stopped on me, and I was kind of sitting there like, okay, got us all hot and bothered here, and then she's wanting to take off. I didn't quite understand, everything seemed like it was going really good. She was turned on. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when a girl's around a guy like you, they can't trust themselves, so they got to get out of the situation,
That's what I'm talking about.
So maybe that was it. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since she left your place?
Quite a few times. I tried through the dating app twice, and, I let a couple days go by. I just started to call her cell phone number and still didn't get any answer.
Okay.
And do you want to date her, or do you just want to finish what you guys started?
Yeah, definitely.
Which
Yeah,
one?
definitely. What?
Well, both preferably.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
I appreciate it much.
Yeah, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Ronald is on the phone. And this isn't your grandma's Ronald. No, this Ronald is a certified badass. Kicking computer games and taking names. No respect for authority whatsoever. That's the Ronald we know. If you were just listening, we talked to Ronald about his first date with a girl named Julia. They went out, they went to an arcade. He got in trouble because he kicked one of the video games there, and the manager said, hey, don't kick our video games. And then he got up from that video game with his date and then pushed her against a pinball machine. They started making out, and then they got kicked out of the arcade for making out. But it didn't stop there. They went back to his house and even made out a little bit more on his bed before she just couldn't take anymore and had to leave. All right, Ronald, are you ready to give her a call and find out why she would stop the action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not even going to guess on this one because I thought for sure it was because you were kind of a lunatic when it came to video games and she didn't like you, but she ended up back at your place. So I know nothing.
I know how to bring them home. What can I say?
Yeah, apparently you do, sir.
That's right, Ronald. Let's do this. Let's see why she wouldn't be calling you back, big dog.
I know you're just joking, but real life, I'm kind of a badass.
Okay.
I know. I'm not saying that you're not, Ronald. I just think that should be your theme song. Okay, here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number.
Dial her up. Let's quit around. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay, Ronald means business.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is Julia there?
Hi, this is she.
Hey, Julia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Okay.
Nothing? Okay. Do you want to know why I'm calling you?
I would love to know.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a guy, and he emailed us seeing if we could get you on the phone.
Uh-oh.
Have you been on a lot of dates recently?
No, not too many. I mean, I feel like I do maybe 2 per week. I try not to overwhelm myself.
Okay. Well, this one was with a guy named Ronald, and you went to an arcade.
Yes.
All right.
I
So,
definitely remember that one.
you remember your date with Ronald?
Oh, I do.
All right. Well, Ronald emailed us because he thought you guys had a great time, but he says that you're not getting back to him, and he'd like to go out with you again. So he asked if we could maybe get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. He told us that the date went awesome. He even told us that you guys were making out and stuff. So it's kind of confusing.
Wow, that's private.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how Ronald is. Not a whole lot's private with Ronald, I feel like.
Oh my gosh.
But you liked him, right? Like you were into the date, obviously.
I mean, he had this whole like tough guy facade going, and in a way I appreciated it because I thought, oh, like he's trying to impress me, you know? I thought that was kind of cool.
Do you
I
mean,
mean-
him getting kicked out of an arcade for kicking a machine and then making out with you?
Whoa, he told you guys everything.
Yeah, he did. You liked that, though.
That part, yes.
Really? It didn't make you feel like you were in junior high all over again and dating some teenager.
No, it felt, I don't know, it felt really risky and like fun and thrilling. So I thought, yeah, I'll go with it. It was fun.
Okay, so you enjoyed making out with him there, and did you enjoy the makeout session when you went back to his place?
Wait, why are you asking me? It sounds like he told you everything already.
He pretty much did. But the reason that we're confused is you were making out with him, and then you stopped and left.
Yeah, he had no idea. Like it was out of the blue.
So we're wondering why you don't want to go out with him again if you were, like, all into it.
Well, what he did was out of the blue.
What did he do?
It's really embarrassing for him, not me.
Okay.
I don't want to say it on the radio.
No, I definitely think you should.
If it's
Yeah.
embarrassing for him, he's the one that set up this whole phone call. Like, he's the one that's putting your business out on the radio. So we've already talked to him, and he says he doesn't care. He just wants to know why you won't call him back.
Well, if you must know,
Yes.
we were, we were really into it. Like we were making out. It was good. It was fine. And then all of a sudden, he was touching my boobs, and he honked it and said, "Woohoo!"
Wait, what? Did you just say he honked your boob?
Yeah, only one of them. He honked my left boob and said, "Woohoo!"
Did he? Wait.
Was he trying to be funny?
I don't know. It's almost like he didn't even know he did it. He didn't acknowledge it.
What?
He
Wait,
didn't
hold
call
on.
attention to the fact that he said woohoo.
No, and I mean that's so I stopped because I thought, okay, he's throwing in a joke while we're getting hot and heavy, which I think is lame. But I was like, whatever. He's just trying to be funny. It's okay. But he definitely was not joking, and just continued. Like he didn't miss a beat. Like I don't know if he knew he did it.
But it's like, I mean, to be kind of on his side, he has one bad moment in a long, sounds like, makeout session. You couldn't get past a little boob honk?
I mean, a honk is one thing, but going woohoo along with it, that just kind of put me over.
I could see how that would kill the mood. That would
He's
have been followed up by
celebratory.
a yippee if you'd have let him do other things, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, he's got like a list of these little celebratory chants that he does. I don't want to stick around for the next.
Okay, so
So why
that's
did-
when you stopped and took off?
Right.
Oh, the bad boy wasn't so bad anymore.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you tell him that was a turnoff to you?
Because he seemed so oblivious to it, but I thought, let me just run now.
Yeah, why waste the time and have a conversation?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was like, this is the first date. I'm just going to stop now and then never talk to him again.
Okay, well, I do have bad news for you then, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to have at least one more conversation with you.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. Ronald, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, but you're exaggerating a little bit. I mean, I grabbed it, but I didn't say woo-hoo. The most I said was woo.
It doesn't matter if you said woo or woo-hoo. It's just strange to hear those noises while we're in the middle of something like that. This isn't a sport where you're going to win something.
So what? I like to spice things up. It was my natural reaction, I was going for it.
I can't can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of agree with Ronald.
Really?
Julie. Yeah, like, I don't know, it takes a while for two people to learn their likes and dislikes in the romantic sense, and I don't think you gave him a shot. You don't like one thing and you turn him down?
I mean, maybe we're just different. If you would have had Ronald making out with you, honk your boob, yell woohoo, would you have gone on a second date with him?
There's a lot of reasons that I wouldn't have gone out with Ronald to begin with. But if I got to a point where he's honking my boob and I didn't like it, I mean, I would have told him and we probably would have continued making out. I don't know.
If he said woohoo in the middle of, yeah, right.
It's an excited thing. It's not like he was disappointed.
Yeah, but he sounds like a Simpsons character.
You know, like you guys are making fun of it, but she was into it at the time. You know, she was moaning like. So yeah, I went for it.
Wow.
That wasn't moaning. That was me trying to hold back my vomit.
Okay.
Whatever. You know you liked it.
Chemistry is
All
good
right.
here.
Well, Julia, I would love to ask you this question. Would you like to go out on a second date with Ronald? We will pay for it.
I'm going to go with no.
Oh,
No?
that's so weird.
Really? Maybe you grab your butt and get a Zoiks out of the whole deal.
Oh, gosh. Definitely not. I really don't want to feel like I'm on an episode of Mickey Mouse.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us and being honest with us about your date. I appreciate that, Julia.
Sure, thank you.
You're welcome. And Ronald, I'm sorry. No second date for you.
That's all right. I can honk on somebody else.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Honk
Get
away,
after
sir.
it then, Ronnie.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm gonna text in at 78592 that says, I'm definitely over my quota today for hearing the term honk my boob. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Ronnie, as I like to call him, is a badass.
Yeah, he is.
And he wanted to call a girl named Julia who wasn't calling him back after their date. They went to an arcade, and Ronald talked about how cool he was when he got upset at playing Pac-Man and then kicked the machine. And the owner of the place came over and said, hey, please don't do that. And then he was like, dude, I was just showing her that I didn't care about anything. I don't care about authority. And then he pushed her up against the machine and started making out with her, which she liked. And then they got kicked out of the place, basically. And he was like, dude, she was totally into me because I'm a badass. Well, it turns out she wasn't calling him back because when they got back to his place, they were messing around a little bit. And then he got to second base, and he honked her boob, and then went, woo, woo. Like, actually said woohoo, and that turned her off. Then she left and decided she doesn't want to see him again.
It all sounds like a story from junior high, from the arcade game, like
I'm surprised you didn't just
Rebel to the boob honk.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that was the thing that pushed her over. Like, there were so many things prior to that could have done the job.
Right? As soon as he starts to, like, get angry at a video game and start beating the crap out of
Yeah,
it, you're like,
I'm
all right,
done.
this guy is a little
Yeah.
weird.
Red flag.
Somebody texted in at 78592 and said, thanks to Ronald, I have a new signature move whenever I touch a girl's boob.
Yeah, I think that it didn't work out for him. So you may want to take that into consideration before you pick it up as your signature move.
Somebody else said, I dated a guy who honked my boobs all the time like that.
I had one.
And now we're
girlfriend-
getting married in 3 weeks.
Really?
So it also could work out for you.
You know?
Hey.
Just depends on what you're into.
Yeah.
Remember,
Honking.
if
There's
you want
something for everybody.
to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Somebody said, I just honked my girl's boobs because we're listening to you guys right now. Yeah. If you're with your girlfriend right now, just reach over if you're carpooling to work or whatever. Just honk her
Or
boob.
vice versa, girls. Reach
Honk
over
him
to
back.
your man,
There's a
honk
place you can honk too. Why not everybody do that in traffic right now? Honk each other.
Hey, and if you're by yourself or you're in carpool,
Honk yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, no way to get closer to your your coworkers than to
Inappropriate.
Honk each other and then honk the horn to let the people next to you know that you're honking each other. Everybody just get one big good honking on a part of your friend's body right now.
I love a
to
good
celebrate.
honk fest.
No.
Yeah, man.
All right, speaking of a honk fest, Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week is coming up at 8:10.
Moving 92.5.